Steve, Boro Fan TV. I'm outside the Riverside. I have happy Big Steve with me. We've beaten Nottingham Forest 2-0. Were you glad to see Karanka back, Steve?
Makes no difference to me, mate. Makes no difference. We've had 4 managers since he's been here. Makes no difference to me. No, not really bothered, to be honest.
Didn't you give him a nice clap?
No. No, I didn't. I'll be honest, I didn't, no.
First half performance. I think it's one of the best first halves that we've put in this season.
Yeah, we were superb. First to every ball. Fair enough, they had little bits and pieces in the first half, but we soon got rid of that, didn't we? We were really good. We were really, really good. Plenty in the tank. That's what we had, plenty in the tank. They were so poor, so poor.
Like in the first half, it was a bit like the Sunderland game for 20 minutes where we went 1-0 up, then we conceded a lot of possession, but like you say, I think the writing was on the wall for them.
Of course it was. Of course it was. We had too much from them, didn't we? I mean, if you're conceding the first goal at Danny Aitor after, 10 minutes, you've got to start worrying, haven't you? And then for Downing to score, I haven't seen Downing score in months. You know what I mean? They say, yeah, the writing was on the wall, wasn't it? They say they were so poor, so poor.
First game of the season when we played Wolves, Ayala with that back pass cost him his place. Since he's come back in, how important is he to the starting 11 now, Steve?
Oh, it's his partnership with Gibson, isn't it? When you think about it, I mean, yeah, that pass, God Almighty, that pass. Remember that? It was awful, wasn't it? It was pathetic. It looks like he didn't want to be here. But now it's like they were back a few years ago under the gentleman in the away dugout. You know, the partnership's back, isn't it? They look like they're enjoying playing football again, which is good. It's always good.
And Traore, did Karanka do a job on him, or was he having an off day?
Yeah, they did a job on him, didn't they? They doubled up on him every time. They knew exactly what he was going to do. Take that touch and try and run as fast as he can. Little Usain Bolt, his little legs going hell for leather, and the little whippet. But no, they did a job on him. They kept him quiet, and that's what kept us quiet at times in the second half. So,
do you think he should have a free rein at some stage in the game, Traore, instead of being, limited to the wings?
Yeah, I was saying in the second half we should have took Bamford off, which is really harsh, and then just put Traore up top, let him be our vocal point. We were at Norwich when we went to 10 men, weren't we? What did we do? We
stuck him up top.
It took two, 3 players out of their game, didn't it? So it evened it back up. It'll do exactly the same with any other team we play, home or away. They'll put 2 men on every time. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, I think at times they say 20 minutes ago. Yeah, give him a run up top for just 20 minutes. See what he does.
Paddy Bamford stood out for me today, Steve. Really strong, put himself about. The only thing that was missing today from his game was a goal.
Yeah, he was brilliant, wasn't he? It was a perfect lone striker performance. The only thing, as you say, was missing was a goal. But yeah, he did everything. He did everything bad, didn't he? He held up the ball perfectly. He waited for the runners. He waited for the support. That's how a number 9 plays. It was perfect. It really was.
After the betting performance, like you say, a lot of people were screaming for changes. Were you happy that he started with his regular 11?
Screaming for changes? Jesus. I was screaming for hangings and man changes. God almighty. I'm glad he made the one change, because, my God, Martin Crane is one of the worst footballers I've ever seen. I'm sorry. What was the first thing I ever said to you about Chris Samba? No, he topped that on Monday. I'm sorry he did. But, yeah, the one change had to happen. They knew... It strengthens our game, doesn't it, having shot on one wing, friend on the other, and we looked like a solid 11 again. And in that first half, we were absolutely perfect at times. We really were.
Like you say, it's nice to see George when he's having a really good, solid display like he did today.
Well, first half he was solid, wasn't he? Second half I was screaming. I wish Fabio was 6 foot fucking tall. If he was 6 foot tall, Fabio, he'd be in that team, wouldn't he? Let's face it. But because he's not a big, strong, physical guy, he's not in that team, which is such a shame, because he's such a talented footballer. But yeah, first half he was good. Second half, oh God, awful.
2 great goals in the first half.
Yeah, it's first goal. I mean, when did Ayala pull out the Zidane turn? You know what I mean? Just turn, see there.
The Zidane turn and then the Ronaldo celebration.
Exactly. Oh, was it? Oh God. But yeah, it was perfect goal, wasn't it? And then what me and the lads talked about in the North Stand, we said the one thing they're weak at was their set pieces. They've conceded the most set pieces in this league, 2 set pieces, and we got them. They say they were so, but they couldn't organise. They couldn't organise themselves, could they? Which is really surprising, considering they've got Karanka in charge. They couldn't organise their defence.
Steve, thanks for coming on Boro Fan TV, mate.